Right then, so this is a very exciting team call because we don't get Bella very often because of the ridiculous time difference. So a massive thank you to you, my lovely, for being with us and for coming up with a challenge for us as well, just for our fabulous team. Before we start, just a little tiny bit of housekeeping, if I may. So I presented an idea via video on our team page last week or the week before about doing a group that was for people who we might know that have got small businesses, not Arbonne, but small businesses in the local area or wherever, that might benefit from the phenomenal kind of community spirit that we've got in Arbonne. Because I think a lot of my friends who've got businesses feel quite lonely and quite out on don't get the amazing support that we get. They certainly don't have any training. And I thought this is a good opportunity for people to actually see what Arbonne is really about. And to share some of the, Arbonne's all about abundance and sharing and helping others. So I've created a group that's called Buddies in Business. And it's going to be a group that you can join, and you can then invite, if you know anybody who's got a small business, you can invite them along. I'll send you a text that I've been sending to people, just to give them an idea that it's a community page to create a community spirit where they can network with each other and share ideas and knowledge and expertise and just feel like they're not on their own. And then the first Sunday of every month, we're going to open up our training call and have it on a generic subject, so it can be something different every month, but that they can then jump on our training calls as well. It'll increase the buzz for us lot, but for them, obviously, it gives them a bit of support, a bit of training. So I've created that page already. So if you want to go onto that, let me know and I'll add you. I don't want to bombard you if you feel like it's too much at this point in your business. Then don't worry if you don't want to. But if you do, let me know. And if you know anybody, please feel free to invite them and add them onto the group as well. And so next Sunday training, you need to, be looking professional and beautiful because we're going to be inviting guests on. So that's the first bit of housekeeping. And then next bit is dates for your diary. So get a pen. So the first thing I want to say to you is we've literally got, 5 days left of the month. So please do everything you can to close June really strong. We've had such a good month already, but I would love to close June really, really strong. So ring all of your clients, contact as many people as you can. Obviously, we've got the RE9 that's reduced price at the minute. So just ring around and see if you can offer anybody any deals, any specials, and let's close June as strong as we possibly can. I want to go out on the 31st or 30th of June, knowing that we've done everything we possibly can. Okay, so next Sunday, 9 p.m, same training, but it will be open to the public, but our friends, our buddies, as I've just explained. Then Monday the 3rd of June is Nation Training phone call. Well, not phone call, Zoom call with Isles Nation. I will post details of that nearer the time, but just so you're aware of it. And then Thursday the 6th of June is always the regional training, which will be in Walsall for Chris and Carol Isles. In the other areas, Joe, Emma, maybe speak to Vic and just see if there's anything close to you that you guys can get along to. And then just a reminder as well, before we pass on to Bella, that obviously AAC is coming up in September. You can still get on, there's still time, there's still places at the moment. And oh my God, I would just love for as many of you to be there. I've had one day today and I feel like I'm about to fly. You imagine 2 days of that. Well, Kim came last year. It's just the most phenomenal thing, isn't it, Kim?
Yeah.
So yeah. That's all of the housekeeping stuff. So I'm going to screen share now and let the lovely Bella take over. Hang on a moment. Oh, somebody's buzzing me. Oh, rabbits. Brilliant. Okay, here we go. There we are, Bella. Over to you, my love.
Thank you, Becky. Well, good morning, UK. Very exciting. I've got my headphones on. I'll keep it quiet because hubby's asleep in the other room. I'm so excited to be able to chat to you tonight. And I came up with an idea for our team. And I chatted to Becky last week, and I just think it would be perfect to share with you guys as well, because you are part of International Trailblazers, and it's just really nice to be able to give back. And I love getting up at this. I mean, okay, I probably don't love getting up at 4 in the morning, but I do get excited about it because it means I get to jump on and do your call with you this evening. So, you know, we can become quite overwhelmed when we're looking at our business, and there's so many incentives that the company put on, and sometimes we think, well, what do we do first? Do we book workshops? Do we do one-on-ones? Do we do drop-offs? And it basically all comes down to one thing, and that's really what I wanted to share with you tonight. And by doing this one thing, it creates momentum in your business, and it's going to promote you to the next level. And there's an amazing SoundCloud, and I've listed a few SoundClouds at the end of this, and I'm sure Becky can share those links as well at the end. But the one that really got me starting to think about it was by Catherine Lutz, called The One Thing, that she did on Donna Johnson's call a few months ago. It was actually just back in May, I think. And it's based on the principles of do the right thing, do the right things, do enough of the right thing, and then do enough of the right things for long enough. So that will never change. That's like our compass. That's what we need to base ourselves on. But what are those right things? So by doing them long enough, that's when you see the growth in your business. And sometimes people come into this business and they do it for 2 or 3 months and they don't see the results that they're expecting. And they start to stop doing those things and stop getting results. And it can get very frustrating. So I'd like to go into the next slide, please, Becky. Well, you're going to be clicking a lot because I've spaced it out.
Oh.
Okay. So the one thing is telling the Arbonne story to 30 people who haven't heard it before. So you might have met somebody at a barbecue and told them what you did, but you haven't actually sat down with them and shared the Arbonne story. And it's in 4 parts. So the first part is telling your I story, which could be well, you'd probably start off by doing your 60-second story, but when you're talking in front of them, you want to really share a little bit more information of why you're doing what you're doing. And you want to cover your hesitations as well, because they're going to be sitting there thinking, oh, it's all right for you. You can do that, but there's no way I could do that. But if they know you had the same hesitations that they did, they might start to think, okay, maybe it's a little bit different. Tell the Arbonne product story. So about our amazing company products. Tell the Arbonne opportunity story. Which is the business encompassing the company. And then the 4th part is inviting them to join Arbonne. So whether that's becoming a client or a business builder, which is really important. So practice, practice, practice. Most of the time we don't do this because we're not confident and we don't know what to say, but we're going to give you the tools for that. And yeah, a lot of the time we think, oh, okay, I'll think about that next week, or I'll write down a little note on to practice, but we never get around to it because it's one of those things that we procrastinate all the time. But this is what's going to build your business. This is what's going to give you that confidence that you need to move it forward. And then you need to track it. So 30 people in a month is on average, if you round it up, 8 times a week. So you'll actually do 32. Bonus. Now, the key is not to get emotionally attached to that number. You want to track it just so you can see, okay, well, I need to get in front of a few more people. Not for you to go, oh, golly, I only spoke to one person. Oh, this isn't working. Well, it wouldn't be working because you're not speaking to enough people. This has been tracked. It's a proven system. 30 is the number. I love the way Catherine Lutz goes. It's not 29. It's like it's 30. So you have to get in front of 30 people. Oh, golly, I'm terrible. So, yeah, it's about people who haven't heard it before. Okay. So, and as I said, we're going to give you the tools, but it's more giving you the SoundClouds to watch and listen to, because they are. And this is the great thing about this business. Best copycat wins. By sharing with you what I've heard, you can go onto and make your own notes and put it into your own style. So we can give you suggestions, but it's really about making it authentic for you, because that's what people want to see. They want to see you be you. Okay, so we've got a lot of reach out methods, and I'm sure you're familiar with a lot of these. So your one-on-ones, so people who don't want that group presentation, catch up for a coffee with them, drop off a gold bag. Pamper days. So this is something that we do over here. I don't know if I think you've done a couple of them. And what I do is we have pamper days where there could be, Catherine and I did one where there was just the two of us last weekend. We went to a lady's house, and fundraising is another suggestion. We were fundraising for her daughter, raising money for her daughter's synchro swimming trip. And we had a little pamper day, and she booked in 5 or 6 facials, and we charged, I think, $25 per facial. Every appointment went to I wouldn't say charity, went to her cause, and people purchased on the day as well. So we weren't actually earning on that day, but what it did was it created group presentations, it created new leads that we hadn't met before. And to me, that is worth more. And I do a lot of events, and I don't necessarily get the income there and then, but I create bookings and appointments. So you could have pamper days with just 2 of you, or you could do it as a team. That pamper days, we don't charge for our facials. We invite our VIPs or people that we've met but don't actually know yet, but we want to give them a glimpse into Arbonne. And it's all about creating those exposures and moving people from one exposure to another, just like Eric Ward talks about. So pamper days are really good. Fundraising is really good as well. Online events. So I'm doing an online shopping event next Tuesday, and Becky's happy to share the details with you if anybody wants to get on. It's a great way to invite your clients on there. We're going to have UK prices as well as Australian prices. And if your clients want to jump on, and if they want to place orders, they can contact you directly. So if you wanted to take advantage of that and invite your own contacts along, please feel free to do that. It's school holidays here next week, and we're going away, and I thought, what can I do to create a bit of QV, a bit of income producing activity while I'm away? And I thought, oh great, let's do an online event. I haven't done one for a while, but they can be really good, and I do it for 24 hours, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can always log on and see what's going on. Group presentations, of course, we've got the skincare, nutrition, rescue and renew. So that's a big one for us at the moment. That's the one that we're really advertising. And we've got a lot of response from that. So I guess because it's something new, people want to think, okay, well, I've done the skincare. Let's try a bit of pampering with our feet and cosmetics. So facials and makeovers. Can you click again, please, Becky? This was posted on Facebook, and I love this. So RVP, Bianca Lilly, this is her way of basically creating a bit more activity for herself. She has open days, but what she's doing in her posts, I love this, is such an indirect approach, saying, I need help. I need to pamper some people so I can learn and brush up on my skills. And what's happening is people are going, oh yeah, I'll be your guinea pig. I'll come around and see you. And they've been exposed to the products, or they've been exposed to the cosmetics, being a model that, that it's not costing them anything, but she's getting the products on their skin. She's getting the opportunity to talk to them about Arbonne. So I thought I would just share a couple of posts that she did, because I think this is a fabulous way of getting people around to your house without saying, I'm having a workshop and, come along and I need to brush up on my skills. It's that indirect approach. You'd be doing me such a favor. And then social media. If you haven't seen, Eric War is having a webinar on the 5 strategies to cracking the social media code. Get on it. It's only open, I think, for the next 2. I think he's going to close it off in the next couple of days. So if you just go to or I'll share it on your Road to Region page.
Yeah, please.
I'll just write that. And he talks about how the last 18 months he has been chatting to people who are like 7-figure earners, getting huge results doing social media, because he says he's sick and tired of people posting on Facebook who do network marketing that are making so many mistakes. And he says, I want you guys to succeed. So tune in. It's a free 1-hour webinar, but you have to register. So I'll just share Eric Hoare. So I'm very excited about that. So that's this week that he's doing it. Okay, next please, Becky. Okay, so I get this all the time. Where do I find these people? Where are my customers? Okay, so I listened to another SoundCloud, and she was talking about, you have so many fans. So who is your biggest fan? And she separated the word big fans, and she made a little acronym out of them. So business, anyone you've ever done business with, or people that you work with. So, you know, maybe you go to the dentist, or maybe you're always doing business with your dry cleaner, or people that you see and do. I think that's the next one as well. People that you've done business with, people that you work with, your colleagues, or anyone in the past that you just have a think. And I want you to go back to GoPro, because I'm sure we've all got a copy. Go back to where it's got the 100 contact list. Go through that. He gives us great ideas. So I is for I Spy. Who do you see on a regular basis? The bakery lady, where you get your coffee, you know, people that you pass in the halls at work, school mums if you've got kids. Start becoming a lot more aware of the people that you meet, because you might find after a day, you might actually realize that you are meeting a lot more people, but it's just in your subconscious because you see them every day and you don't really realize it. Okay, G, groups. What groups are you in? So do you volunteer for anyone? A P&C is the parents and committee in schools over here. Maybe I think it's P&F for you guys. Baby groups, book club, all of that sort of thing. Start thinking what you're doing every week and what groups that you're a part of. F is for friends and family. Okay, so yes, we've probably spoken to them all already, but don't forget that they have a network as well. So ask them, Auntie Mo, you're such a good ambassador for my business. Who do you know that would love to try these products? Who do you know that would love to hear about this income opportunity? Find out who their network are, because if you tap into everyone, the names are endless, really. Okay, what activities do you do regularly? You know, do you play a sport? Do you go to gym? Do you have a hobby? Are you in an art class? Start chatting to them. It's so easy to go to that class and really not create conversation. This is your chance to practice just talking to people. And one of the links I'm going to put up is Sarah Law did an amazing SoundCloud this week for her nation, and it was all about chatting to new people wherever you meet them, and her verbiage is so genuine, so natural. It's something that I'm going to be doing, and I thought it would be perfect for you guys to hear it as well.
Can you post that on our page as well, please, Del?
I'll do all the links. You'll be like, oh, she's done another link. Oh, she's done yeah, I'll do them.
Give us a week's worth of listening.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, the first thing I do when I get up, I do my miracle morning, but it's when after school drop off, when I go to the park with my dog, I listen to a SoundCloud. My car is like my Arbonne University, and I actually, and it probably sounds really sad, but it's a treat for me to put a song on. And every time I listen to a SoundCloud, it just makes me believe in this business more and more, believe in myself, believe in the company and the industry and the product. It's just, so I highly recommend listening to at least one SoundCloud every day. So yeah, neighbors, past and present. Who have you lived next door to? Who did you grow up with? Reach out. Maybe your parents know the people that they live next door to while you were growing up and you were friends with their daughter. Have you seen them recently? You know, all of that sort of stuff. Schools, your past schoolmates, who you went to college with, even maybe some of the teachers. What are they doing now? I've actually got my PE teacher from when I was 8 on Facebook. Just saying that to you now makes you think, I should reach out to him, because he's got granddaughters who might be interested. So, and kids, and your kids' school teachers. Okay, then there's a bonus section. So social media and networking events. So I had a look, I went online and I had a look at your area from on Facebook to see what's around. And I also went to a website called meetup.com. So if you could go on to the next slide, please, Becky. And it was really interesting to see what events are happening around your area. So these were all free. So you go to meetup.com and you type in your suburb and it comes up with what's around. And I had a look, and From Vicky to Derby, it says it's about 25 minutes. From the others, I think you guys are all near Becky, are you, Cannock? It's 45 minutes to Derby. Birmingham is a lot closer, 25, and a bit further from Nottingham. So these are all within your reach. And I know, Becky, you were saying that daytime would be great. So I've just highlighted the daytime ones. Markets. So markets is another reach out method. And not everybody does it in Arbonne. But I like to do it because I get to meet new people. So there's a Artesian Markets of the West Midlands. That was the only one I could find on Facebook. And the others are from the meetup.com and then networking events. So just go along and chat to people. I went to a speed networking event on Wednesday. And you sit in a circle. There's 2 rows that you sit in a circle. And after 1.5 minutes each of talking about what you do, you move to the right. And it was really interesting, actually, because a lot of them, I always said, what do you do? I asked them to go first because I wanted to know what they did so that I could tailor my response to that. And it was interesting that most of the people were happy to go first, and they were in there and they were shoving me my business card and my flyer, and they weren't making a connection with me at all. There were 2 or 3 really good quality ones. In fact, one lady who I met chatting to coming in, we didn't actually see each other during the rounds, but she's German and she's an architect, lovely lady. So we're catching up for coffee this week. You don't know who you're going to meet, and it's just worth it, an hour, 2 hours out of your time to go along and start to build those connections, because you have to meet new people to build your business. We don't want to be going around speaking to the same people over and over again, and you know that's not going to work. They know what we do, and as long as we ask them, you know, who do you know, that's a great way of people from our warm market. I have one person on my team that I knew before I started Arbonne, and it's Kobe, and I didn't even know her that well. I don't have any of my close friends or my family in Arbonne building a business. So it's a great testament that you're going to meet your goals, your rock stars through networking, through connecting. So I would really encourage you to have a look at the events happening around. Just delve in it. You'll be amazed at what you find when you do a bit of Google searching. Okay, so Becky and I have created this 30 in 30 day challenge. If you want your business to move to the next level, this is going to set you on fire. I'm so excited about this, and it's so simple, but people overcomplicate things. So, drum roll. Okay. This really has been blowing up in Teams. Okay, so now I am an avid fan of NVP nationally, Ashley Stone. She is phenomenal. I first of all knew about her because she has a YouTube channel, and she's from Kentucky. And I don't know if you know, but when I was 15, I spent my school year in Kentucky. So I've always had a little bit of a connection. So I bumped into her at GTC. So I just want to say hello, So we had a quick chat, and she's so lovely. She promoted to RVP on the 1st of June? I think it is. Yes, she promoted on the 1st of June. And her business grew exponentially over the last 12 months because her team was doing this. So if you want your business to grow exponentially, this is your answer. So we want you to start with your 100-person list. GoPro is going to give you so many ideas, as I mentioned before. When you first start this challenge, what she really encourages you to do is text 100 people in a space of 24 hours. Now that might sound, oh my goodness, a lot. Just start making a list. We'll show you the standard text to send, and you can literally, you might want to personalize it a little bit, but you could copy and paste. You need to do this in 24 hours to create that buzz, because if you send 5 today, tonight, or tomorrow morning and you get no answer, you'll be like, oh, it doesn't work. If you do 100, you're going to start getting the responses in, and you're not going to be worried about the people that have completely ignored your message. So this system works. Then you want to start booking in one-on-one appointments. And by doing that, you're going to get in front of 30 people in 30 days. And we want you to have third-party validation where possible. So Becky's going to be doing this as well. So she's going to be out there busy. But if you need her, ask her and if she's available. Bless her, she said she's going to come along with you. Just be aware that she's going to be booking her calendar too. So you want to have that third party validation, especially because I know when I was very new in the business, I didn't sponsor my first person for, I think it was 6 months. It petrified me. The products were my thing. I was sold on the products. That's what got me. I was a seller. That's your direct selling market in what we do. The network marketing industry is creating that leverage, creating that residual income. That is your security. By selling, that's your right now money. By creating that leverage of residual income, that's your security. So you've got to be sponsoring people who are going to be doing the same thing as you, teaching and training them, and we can help you do that. So do you want to promote to area manager by AEC, or do you want to promote to district manager by AEC? Then join this challenge. By everybody being involved, it creates that buzz and excitement. How'd you go today? What was the response? Oh, no. Share your wins and your losses. Everybody's there to support you. And this is something that you should get. So I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to share this with my region on Tuesday night, because I know people are going to be so pumped about this, and it's going to really get everything moving, and you'll feed off that excitement as well, and it will really motivate you to go, okay, right, I'm going to make my list. Who am I going to message? Okay, verbiage. The big thing is, well, what do I say? So this has come from Ashley Stone. Okay, so I'll just quickly run through this. I've got to move my screen because I can't see. Okay. So if you're a consultant and you've been in the business a little while, send, hi, it's Bella. I'm reaching out because I'm in a 30-day challenge with my Arbonne team to get in front of 30 people in 30 days for a quick 20-minute overview of Arbonne. I get that it might not be a fit for you, but I'm just looking to spread the word and would love to buy you a cup of coffee if you can help me out. I know you're busy, so I'll come to you. Would you be willing to be one of my 30? I love that. Would you be willing to be one of my 30? It's not in your face. It's not, this is something that's such an indirect approach in the way of it's basically saying, I know it's not for you. And what one of the consultants in America found, this lady came back saying, it's not for me. She'd said no about 6 times. A yoga instructor said, no, it's not for me. But I will catch up with you because, yes, I do have a good network. And at the end, what you do is you say, okay, so just so I know how to follow up, 1, if you could just rate it out of 1 to 5, 1 that you're interested in the products, and 5 that, great, sign me up, let's start. Where do you see yourself? And she said, well, I'm a 5, I'm an in. Because what you'll find is by going through what we'll share with you, you're going to be able to show people that part of Arbonne. That's the true Arbonne. So many people think they know what this business is because they've heard it from Aunt Sally, who's got a friend in Warwickshire who tried it for 6 months and it didn't work because, she never got out of her house and she just tried a few things. So she told everyone this business doesn't work. It's network marketing. We have to work at it. Because the payoff is just so worth it. I'm so glad I do this. And, I've always, had ups and downs in my business. And I remember at the beginning of the business and, I nearly lost my area and I was so down about it and I could have given up and I could have listened to all the people go, it doesn't work. You've been doing this business, what are you making? It really doesn't work. You're never going to get to that car level. I don't think they ever said that to my face, but I know they were thinking that when I'd meet up with friends. And I loved proving them wrong. And now I get to design my own schedule and it's so, so worth it. I never want to be a 9 to 5 trading my time for money because that's not fun. Like this is fun. So, a lot of people love their job, but this gives them choices to go part-time and all of that. So I'm going off on tangent. You can see the verbiage if you are Zooming someone. So if someone's in one of the other countries that we're a part of, send them a message and Zoom them for 20 minutes. How exciting, online technology. Okay, Becky, and the next one is for new consultants. So reaching out because I've just done Arbonne Business. It's a Swiss vegan skincare and wellness company. I'm super excited, nervous at the same time. And I'm in a 30-day challenge with my Arbonne team to get in front of 30 people in 30 days for a quick 20-minute overview of Arbonne. I get that it might not be a fit for you, but I'm just looking to spread the word and would love to buy you a cup of coffee if you can help me out. I know you're busy, so I'll come to you. Would you be willing to be one of my 30? So again, this is just the verbiage they've recommended. Please tailor it to what suits you, what would come out of your mouth and not someone else's. Because if this isn't what you would normally say, just tweak it. But you get the general gist, the general idea. And when they come back, hold on a sec, sorry, Becky, go back to, when they come back and say, yes, I'm willing to be one of your 30, go straight into setting the date. Because if you say, okay, I'll get back to you, it will never happen. So get back to set the date and let them know that your business partner might be with you, just so they're aware. And it also shows professionalism as well, because we are professionals in our business.
And this goes back to having the 12 slots in your diary that we talked about on one of the previous trainings. If you've got those 12 slots already scheduled in your diary, it looks more professional than going, when can you do? Well, when can you do? Okay.
Yeah. So this is the, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't really crop that well. This is the document that we're going to be sharing with you. This is on the source, but again, we'll pop this on your page. See, we're making it so easy for you girls. Called the Arbonne Advantage. So sometimes you don't want to do a presentation, or it's just not, or, you know, sometimes it's not appropriate and you just want to have a chat with them. So the first thing I would say is when you sit down is ask them questions before you go into your little presentation, as it were. Ask them questions about them, form them, find out about their family, their occupation. This is what Sarah Law goes into on her SoundCloud. So I won't go into all of that, but find out about them, and then you'll be able to make your conversation to how Arbonne might suit them.
So can you just remind us, you've just said form them, which will mean nothing to anybody else. So remind us what the acronym FORM stands for.
So it means, well, it was interesting. Sarah Law, she did Ford. So what she did last on the SoundCloud, because that's the one I'll share, so I'll share that. F is for family. Are they married? Do they have kids? O is for occupation. What do they do for a living? R is where do they like to go on holiday? What do they like to do for fun? And the D, I do M for message. What message are they telling me? But the D Sarah has is, what are their dreams? What would they love to do if time and money was no option? And so that's what you want to get out from that initial chit chat before you go through the presentation or your document that we're showing, which is the Arbonne Advantage. So I know Vicky can't see this, but it's from the source. It's called the Arbonne Advantage, and it breaks down the company, the products, ingredients, and the business opportunity. And another link that I'm going to share with you is from Ashley Stone, and she tells you exactly what she says at her one-on-one. And I love it. Absolutely love it. It's so genuine. It covers all of this. It's just brilliant. So you guys are going to be just so pumped and suited up for the next few days. Okay, I can't see all your faces. I'm sure you're going, yeah. Okay, so I could not find the 30 faces document, and I know there's one out there, so I found the 40 faces. So you do 30, great. If you go on to do 40, amazing. So this is something that you can have in your diary.
Some of them can be men as well. Just
yes.
Out.
And see, that's the one I've seen is the men and women. So I don't know, Becky, if you know where that is.
No, never seen it.
Oh, frustrating. Okay, no worries. But yes, some of them can be men, of course. So I want you to print this out, have it in your diary, and after sharing, so if you do an event, that is not sharing the Arbonne story, because you're just meeting people and having a quick chat.
But if you do a workshop.
Exactly. If you've got a group presentation, that's getting in front of people. You are sharing the Arbonne story with that presentation. So if you've got 6 people at a workshop, bye-bye, you've nearly done your credit for the week. Fabulous. Yay. So you want to write down their name on each of those faces. And it gets exciting when you get to write down a name and you go, okay, I've done a quarter, I'm 25% of the way through. This is exciting. I wonder how Kim's getting on or how Gemma's getting on. Let me send them a message and, get pumping and think of ways to connect with each other and see how everyone's doing. So I suggest having that. Okay, so these are all the SoundClouds that I would listen to. So the one thing is the first, I've put them in sort of order. It really is amazing. And she just makes it so simple. As I said, we complicate things.
You listen to that and think, oh my God, why am I not already doing this?
Yeah. Exactly. And then the latest call from Sarah, your network is your net worth. You'll see the link. She actually saved it as network is your network, but it's actually net worth. Ashley, but yeah, so Ashley Stone, how to share the Arbonne story. She then shows you doing the one-on-one. And then bonus, this one, the Ashley Stone Troubleshooting 30 and 30, she did a coaching call for a team who was having issues with doing the 30 and 30, not getting results and things like that. So she shares the obstacles and how to overcome them. Brilliant. So
if I copy and paste all of those links onto our page, that'll make it easy for you all to click on. And
yeah, well, did you want to do that? Because I was going to do that. So whatever you want to do, Becky, because that's got the Sarah Law one and what you were asking me for.
Yeah, fabulous. Thank you. Call to action.
Okay, so first of all, you guys, you want to update your 100 contact list with group that were listed before that I mentioned, and anyone else that you can think of. Pretend you haven't enrolled in Arbonne University, okay? So you want to use every single chance of talking to people, the chance to practice, the chance to learn. Don't worry about doing it right. Every time I speak to someone in an appointment, there's always a moment I think, what did I just say that for? I just said, oh my goodness, do I know about that? Honestly, we are always students of this business. That's what's so exciting, because we get to earn as we learn. So just get out there and chat. It's going to create confidence. Listen to the SoundCloud suggested. That's going to help you move from exposure to exposure, because at the end of the appointment, you don't just want to go, great, let me know. Thanks, Sally. See you next week. Hopefully, maybe. Bye. You want to go, right, where you are from a 1 to 5. And again, as she goes through that, if they're more about the product. And what she does, very clever, she starts high, starts about the business. If they're just interested in the products, if they're interested in the business, most of the time they go, well, I am a 3 or a 4, but I just need to think about it, speak to my partner, blah, blah, blah. Of course, we get all these, they're not really objections. They want more information. Mm-hmm. So Ashley suggests, great, no worries. What I think is a great idea, what most people do, when you say what most people do, think, oh, okay, well, I want to be most people. What most people do is just grab a few friends together next week, just so I can come over. You'll learn a bit more about the product. Everyone will have a good time. And then if it is something that you want to go ahead with at the end of the event, we can use that as your first event. Or it's just, then I just thank you for getting me in front of new people. So she makes it so casual. It's just amazing. But you want to go from exposure to exposure. And again, in the Go Bro book, he says it's so important. And even when they sign up, what do? We book you in for your first lot of training. We go through strategies. You get on this call every week. You know, that's going through exposure, and practice those situations and verbiage. So, you know, getting on weekly Sunday night calls is fabulous, because we all get to see each other and hear from Becky and all of that. But if you don't put it into practice, you're not actually doing Arbonne, you're playing Arbonne, which is great. But if you want to make an income, you have to take action. So these are your call to action. And then I just wanted to end on, be brave and make your list. Be brave and set aside time to call or text. And be brave and just ask. Because if you don't ask, you're going to stay where you are. And if you're happy with that, fabulous. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's training. If you're not happy with that, this is your opportunity. This is what's going to set your business on fire. And imagine if you do this in July and August, and be a brand new district or a brand new area by AAC, how incredible your business would look. So I'm going to hand it back to Becky, because she has got a little slide to share with you to get you even more excited.
Can you just come off that page, Bella? Have you screen shared?
No.
I can't get out for some reason.
Well, strange.
Aha, okay. I will find it. Right, I'll zap through as quick as we can, because I know we've gone a bit over.
Sorry,
it's fine. We'll let you off, because you've got up at so early for us. We will let you off. There it is. Okay, so you've actually covered most of what I've said. So the challenge is that it's going to start on the 1st of July, finish on the 31st of August. And what you need to do is obviously commit to doing those 30 presentations in 30 days of July. And as Bella said, if you do a workshop and you see 5 people in one session, then that's 5 people that you can tick off. And the challenge is obviously, in terms of conversion, if you've seen 30 people, the chances are that one of those 30, at least one of those 30, are going to want to do the business with you. So for those people that do their 30 presentations, the chances are you will sponsor at least one new independent consultant in July and do the same again in August. And the chances are that when a new person comes in and they get themselves started in the business, they will do at least 1,000 QV of product that they're ordering for themselves, if not their own workshops and launches within that first month. So if you sponsor one new independent consultant in July who achieves 1,000 QV, which puts them into DM qualification, and if you do the same again in August, we were going to treat you to a luxury afternoon tea with fizz. So that's the challenge. If you crack on with this and use this to kind of really propel your business forward, and the prize, it is lovely. I mean, it would be lovely for us all to go and have afternoon tea together, everybody who's achieved this, to all go and have a group afternoon tea with fizz together. But, you know, it's not the be all and end all. At the end of the day, what this will do for your business is the prize. Because imagine if by the end of August you've got 2 new consultants or more. 1 is like the minimum of what we would expect, really. Where is that going to put your business between now and the end of August? That's the real prize. This is just a little bit of a cherry on top that we're going to offer you as an incentive. But the main incentive is to grow your business. So you've covered all of this already, but yeah, I'm going to share this document. We're so in sync, Bella. The Arbonne Advantage, a document that covers, like, talk about who Arbonne are, the product difference, why the products are different to Elemis or Clarins, and why the business and the income opportunity is so phenomenal. So that's that.
And Becky, can I just say,
yes,
obviously everyone needs to do their 150 personal, because they won't get paid. And really, you know, they should be stretching 2,500 is the building brick, because that's when they get themselves in qual for district as well, if they're not a district already. So that's really should be your goal. But to get the incentive, actually not asking that much. So it's going to be really, really exciting to see who goes with this, because it's so achievable.
Yeah.
I think you should I think every week you should get together and say, okay, so how do we all do? How many people? And, you know, just start that buzz. Sorry,
yeah,
Becky.
absolutely. No, I was just going to finish off really and conclude with it all. Just to say, look, the growth in Arbonne, like the people that we've seen in that room today at Acceleration Academy, Arbonne UK is literally doing that at the minute. The growth is ridiculous. And it's continuing to grow. Every single month there's more and more promotions, and you can stand and watch those promotions, and you can be one of them. How amazing would that be if we're all going, oh my God, Emma Harrison's the new regional vice president. You know, we want that for all of you guys. You have to admit, we have game-changing products literally in our hands to share with other people. Arbonne is probably the best company. When you go to these big events, it just validates that. We have the best company, seriously. Like at GTC, Vicky was like, oh my God, who does events like this? This is just off the record, like off the scale. We have the best company. We have the best support and leadership that I've ever known of any company. So seriously, we have a nugget of gold in our hands to completely transform not only our lives, but hundreds of thousands of people who you haven't even met yet, who are going to become in your business and whose lives you've got the power to change. So stop waiting. Go away from tonight, write your 100 name list, fill your calendar up to the brim, write your goals down of what you want out of this, and just get the priorities straight in your life. because you've got the potential, and that's what we wanted this to do, is inspire you to just go for it and push to the next level. And you know what is the absolute worst that can happen? If you do 29 and you don't hit the 30, what's the worst that can happen? That's still going to massively boost your business forward. So you can't fail at this. You can just do the absolute best that you can, make something of this, and let this incentive be the starting block of pushing your business in that upward curve. Because if you do this incentive and you bring in one new person in July, one new person in August, your business is going to be in a completely different place come September. How exciting! We'll all be going to AA managers. Oh my God, how exciting! Right, ladies, any questions for Bella while we have her? We don't get her very often. Do you want any questions for her? We've numbed them into silence.
They're all great. They're good to go. They're going to be... Are we going for it, girls?
Thank you for getting...
Yeah. Hello, Kim. Oh, what did she say?
I don't know. I can't hear you, Kim.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
I can.
You're so welcome. Lovely to see you.
Vicky says, whoop, yeah. Okay, I think that's a good thing.
Oh,
good.
Hey, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky. I did 3 today, but it doesn't count. No, sorry. But don't hold them back till July. Keep going.
Well, that's it. You know, by starting now, you're building up that momentum for July and August. So, yeah, start straight away. And then by the time you meet them and they join and everything, it will.
Let's go close June really strong, and then have the most exciting July and August with our 100 name lists exploding into action. Bella, will you know the file, the sheet where with all the heads, the 40 heads?
I'll send that. I'll put it on there.
That as a separate file so we can print it off easily.
Yeah, and are you sharing the SoundClouds or am I?
I'll share the SoundCloud links and the Arbon Advantage document.
Great, okay, cool.
On our page.
Alrighty.
Yeah? And don't forget, if you've got buddies that have their own businesses that you want to invite into our Buddies in Business page, I'll invite all of yous and add you to the group. If you've got friends that have got their own small businesses, this is not for multi-million-pound business owners. If you've got somebody that owns Google, don't think he's going to want to join our training. Well, he might. But this is for people that that have got their own small businesses that might just want a little bit of motivation and team community. Right, girls, I know we've gone over, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a fabulous, fabulous week and get motivated. Let's do this.
Lovely to see you all.
Bye.
Bye.